Here's the story on how I ended up here. Okay, the one rule is you have to put the glasses down. Like, that's the rule. Yeah, exactly. And that isn't even half of it. I only filmed a little bit, and most of that was from the CF Center. I only had my phone at night for 15 minutes to an hour. So basically, all that I filmed was at the CF Center because I had my trip. I had my phone that whole trip. This was the experience of a lifetime. If you ever get the chance to come to ANSEP, you should do it. If you live in Alaska and you're in advanced math by 1 year and you're in middle school, you can do what I did, which is called Middle School Academy. You get to build a computer and you get to keep it for free as long as you keep your grades above a C in your math and science class, because this is like an extracurricular STEM 2-week trip to Anchorage, the biggest city in Alaska. Part of it is being Alaska native. There were some people that went that weren't, and I'm Athabascan, 1/4 Athabascan, which, like, to think about how many other people I met that were native there is kind of crazy because I don't really look Alaska native. My grandma does on my dad's side because she's full Athabascan, and then my sister kind of looks Athabascan. My whole family kind of looks like it, but not really. Like, I look like it the least, and my brother, because me and my brother look the same, kind of. But this was a crazy experience. I got to meet Mae Jemison, the first African-American woman to go to space. At the start of the video, that's what this whole video is about, basically, was meeting her. But this is also about ANSEP, and without ANSEP, I wouldn't have had this opportunity. There were some there were some highs and there were some lows. Being gone for 2 weeks from your family, you only get to call them for a little bit at night. Being away from your friends, if you're like me and you make videos, it was hard to not film. I thought of not filming at all while I was there, but then I realized how crazy that is because I haven't gone 2 weeks without filming ever, I don't think, which is kind of crazy to say, but I'm not even kidding when I say that. Like I said, most of that's from the Sea Life Center because that's where I had my phone for the longest time. Had it the whole trip, which was actually really cool because I got to re-experience what I did in 4th grade. I don't think I have any of the clips, but in 4th grade I got to do the same thing that we did while we were there. We got to dissect a squid and we got to stay the night. So that clip of me eating the bagel, I think it's still in there. I don't know. That's from that next morning. That's why I look like a zombie. I was really tired because I got almost no sleep and I was freezing when I woke up. So I had 2 hoodies and a sweatshirt on. So, and the 2 hoodies and then the reflective jacket on. So that happened, and the hospital thing, like the end are Snapchats, and I had to go to the hospital because I had an allergic reaction to apples. They had to put an IV into my arm, put medicine in me, and I was really tired. And then we went to what's called the banquet, and you have to get invited to that. And it isn't difficult to get in, but like only certain people get in. And if you go to the Winter Middle School Academy, like I went to, you get an invite to it, and you get to come with every other kid that goes to there. So it's about 30 kids that go, and you get to build a computer, you get to go to the banquet, you get to do a whole bunch of really cool opportunities. So if you live in Alaska and you're in advanced math and you're in middle school, I'd recommend ANSEP. You can also go in high school, but that's to get you higher in college. I'm not going to that because I don't want to go to college, but I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to finish up this video. It was a crazy experience, and I don't know if I could do it again because I really missed my family and my friends. It was a difficult 2 weeks. It was definitely worth it though. I learned a lot, and the question that I asked Mae Jemison, I don't think I already talked about this. The question that I asked Mae Jemison, and that's why I was standing next to her, was, what was the first thing you thought of when you went to space? And she said she thought of the little girl that always wanted to go to space because the first thing that she saw was Chicago, and she grew up in downtown Chicago. So that was pretty cool. Just to be face to face with someone like that is kind of crazy, and without ANSEP, I wouldn't have that opportunity. So it was a good 2 weeks, but it was kind of crazy. But I learned a lot while I was there, and happy to say that I did it and I got through it. Yeah, that'll be it for today's video. I'd like to thank you guys so much for watching the video. Should the video enjoyed, don't forget to join the math crew. Peace out.